Yo, what up, good morning guys. So today got some more goodies we're gonna install. They're just little pieces, we're trying to get this build going. So I want to show you guys what I got today. I got this oil drain for the turbo. It's a dash 10. Got it from a Drift Motion site. The original makers of it are AR, I believe it's like Arizona something.com. But I got this dash 10 drain for the turbo, and then I got this block off plate. This block off plate that I got from Drift Motion as well. It goes in here. It's basically taking place where the OEM oil level sender was at. We removed that because the plastic tends to break a lot, and then that gets into your oil and messes up your motor in the long run. So we're gonna block that off. I'm gonna put this. Just got my OEM exhaust manifold gasket as well. Part number is 17173-88410. For those of you guys who need some. And also got this Radium. They just came out with it probably like, I believe like a month ago. So this is new, but what this is an adapter so that you're able to run the flex fuel sensor on the feed side instead of the return side. So couple videos back, I said I was gonna have it right here. Remember I told you guys I was gonna have it right here. Well, I'll change the plans. I'm actually gonna have it on the feed side. It doesn't really matter from what I read, but some websites actually say that there's like a very, very minimal difference because I guess it reads it slightly faster, but in the long run, by the time you turn on your motor, the flex fuel is already reading the content percentage of the E85, so it technically doesn't matter, but I want to try this out. I like this idea. I fuck with Radium, cool piece, so I'm gonna just run it on the feed side. And then I also got this little piece from Radium as well. It's an oil catch can. I got the oversized edition. Why? I don't know why. I bought it before I knew that JZs don't even have that type of issue. At least not as bad as the RB motor. It comes with a bracket. And then I also got some fittings for it. This is also a new piece that Radium just came out with, which I thought was pretty neat. So this is actually a dual 10AN. So instead of buying two fittings, now you only have one fitting, and all you gotta do is have either 290s or however you're gonna route it yourself. But I thought that's pretty clever, so I bought that. I also got this filter for it, Radium, green, you know, just like money, because you know we all love money, but it's a cool little accent to it, with that. And then it comes with a whole bunch of stickers. I probably got like 60 of them ready from how many times I bought Radium. But I also have this HKS timing belt. I was actually gonna do a video on it today too, but like later found out that they sent me the wrong bracket, which is for a 2JZ instead of a 1JZ. So I couldn't even get this timing belt on. So I gotta go get that situated. Got this 350Z pedal, brand spanking new. Some of you guys may ask why. The reason why is because I'm gonna be running drive-by-wire, and the 350Z pedal is the closest pedal that fits an S14. So the only modification you gotta do is slightly bend this portion right here, somewhere around here. I found the pic online. I'll post it so you guys can see exactly how bent it is. But yeah, this basically has the drive-by-wire connector, so it lets you run drive-by-wire on the S14, and it's by far the best pedal that's still you're able to get it brand new. So that's what I went with. And I also added this little thing, which is a heel toe pedal. So I'm replacing the OEM 350Z pedal for this one. It's slightly enlarged in this portion to allow you to heel and toe. So I found that kind of neat, so I bought it. This is the part number if you guys end up wanting to switch your 350Z pedals for this heel and toe one too. It's just little accents that add to the car. Let's get started with the simple stuff first. Gaskets are simple. You can coat them with copper spray and then put them. I'm gonna just leave them like that, but these are pretty simple. Slap them on like that. Just put them in. And these, pretty simple, straightforward. Slap them on, and you put your exhaust manifold. So that's it. That's out of the way. This thing right here, block off plate. So this block off plate comes from Drift Motion. You can see the little design right here. You can get it with the Drift Motion design, or you can get it with the JZ design. I got the JZ. But yeah, it comes in a bag, comes with 4 brand new screws, which I think is pretty neat. You don't have to use the ugly ones that come with your imported JZ. They're all rotten and brown and black and ugly. So this is fairly simple to install. It's a billet piece. Has a little rubber seal here as well. But let me tell you guys something. You can either block it off or use it for something else, like oil temperature. I believe PHR sells it. You put this right here, and then it has like a oil temperature and a crankcase pressure sensor as well. So it just depends what you guys are trying to get out of your motor, you know, what you're trying to monitor and stuff. Me, I personally don't need the use of the temperature sensor because I'm going to be putting it elsewhere. Nor do I need crankcase pressure because that's why I have the oil catch can for, to release some of it. Like I said, O-rings, you always want to oil up a bit so that they don't prematurely wear. Pretty straightforward with that. Just lube it up and then just place this billet piece in here. Like that. That's about it. 10mm socket. And you just put them in there. Straightforward. Pretty simple. Torque specs, if I find some, I'll put some on the screen, but I'm gonna just leave them hand tight. Hand tight. You don't want to strip these bolts either or have them break into the motor, because then that'll be a pain too to remove them. But just do them tight enough to seal the O-ring. Look at that. Beautiful little accent. I'm looking at your motor. This is JZ. If I had a choice, I'd get this all black, honestly, because I'm personally not a fan of silver or gray, but it is what it is. This little hole right here, this is actually for your oil dipstick. I still haven't been able to find this. It's really hard to find. Mine didn't come with them, unfortunately, so I'm still on the hunt for that. Next is the oil drain. So the oil drain is basically the same thing. You want to just want to oil it as well. Just slap it on top. Doesn't matter which way you put it in, as long as you do it. You just screw that in. And that's basically it. It's a 13mm socket for these bolts that I have. It might be a 12 for yours if you're using OEM ones. I got brand new ones, so. You want to do the same thing as well, just hand tight and a little bit over. Just tight enough so that the O-ring seals and crushes. But that's basically with that one as well. Very simple stuff. I'm still waiting on my my tubs that are coming from Australia. So then I'm gonna take the car to go get 2 front end. So for now, there's just demonstration purposes of how to install this stuff. And then later, you guys will see where this is gonna go. But for now, I'm gonna just install these parts so that way they don't get lost. And I'm gonna just install these parts for you guys to see. So as you can see, it only has 1 fitting. A lot of oil catch cans actually come with 2 holes for the left and the right valve covers, but this one actually only came with 1. So what people usually do is they usually run 2 of these, but since Radium came out with this new fitting, which I think is pretty neat, now you only got to run 1 of them. That basically just goes on top like that, and then however you want to put it, it just swivels. So that's what's cool about this as well. It's a swivel fitting. See? Awesome piece. And then it has the Allen key to tighten it. And once it's on, it basically swivels. Comes with an O-ring seal as well, Viden. The best stuff on the market right now, Viden O-rings. But yeah, you can either, I've seen some people put it right here, and then I've seen others put it right here. Since the stainless steel mesh is actually on the top, that's where I'm actually gonna put the fitting, because that's how it displaces the oil and the fumes and stuff. Once it hits the catch can, it kind of like disperses it and helps the velocity decrease as it enters the catch can. So this one's fairly simple too. And you just slap the fitting on. And this Allen hex key is a size 6. So you put a size 6 on that, you just tighten it. You tighten it until it bottoms out. And then this swivels. See how cool that is? So no matter how you want to place it, obviously considering this portion, it'll probably bottom out once it hits that portion, but regardless, it still swivels, so you have some movability for it. Comes with a billet green dipstick too, so you can check your oil. So you see how it hits, which isn't really an issue, because I'll probably end up having it like this or something. This part, when you order it, it comes with this fitting as well. So apparently the only way you can connect this is if you have a barb fitting. So it's a 2-piece type thing. Just screws in here. If you're like me, who doesn't like to mess up your AN fittings or your aluminum fittings, you can buy adjustable AN wrench like this. I got it from Vibrant. There's 2 types. There's a S nut and then another type nut. But this part number is 20993. And actually this prevents it from scratching your AN fittings. It's about as far as it goes. Then you put this in here, force this in, like that. As far as it goes inside. And then you just tighten this little worm clip. And then that should be fine. Once the worm ring is pretty tight, that's about it. That's how it looks. You can flip them around, I don't think it really matters, but from what the Radium website said, it's usually supposed to come from the top because of the steel mesh that's in there. But so I'm gonna just follow that. It gives you the adjustability. You should see how it's slotted. So it basically lets you adjust it however you want. I'm not gonna install this yet because I don't know how I'm gonna have the oil catch can. It might be like this, it might be like this. I don't know yet until it's in the motor, so I'm gonna just leave it like that and then update you guys once this is ready. For now, we're just gonna put it back into its place and then get back to it once it's ready to be installed. Next up is the Radium fitting. The Radium adapter. But I basically have to take these fittings off now. So if you guys don't know how to install a part from Radium, they actually took the time to give you step-by-step instructions. I believe I told you guys this, but I'm gonna just repeat myself because I think that's pretty cool. So I believe right here is where your flex fuel sensor goes in. You just slip that in there. Clips in. Just want to drop some oil in there as well. Always take that precaution of putting as much oil as you can to lube those O-rings, because you definitely don't want this to leak. believe, oh actually this before you clip it in, you have to put this portion in. So I'm guessing this goes like that. See if that's right. Like that. And you'll know when it's in because they clip in. And this goes like that. Just like that. See? And then it's depending on how you want to install it, it's adjustable. So something to note that I'm looking at the instructions right now is if you have this type of sensor right here, you're actually gonna have to cut it. Like I believe it's too long for the bracket, but I have this style, so I don't think it needs to be cut. And next, I'm gonna get your provided bolts that they give you. So these long ones, they provide you with some short ones, and then they have these flush ones. These flush ones are for this bracket right here, so you use them later. These long ones, they go right here to actually pull the whole bracket together. And that's size, these are a size 4 Allen. And this bracket is where you mount where you actually mount where you want it to go. So you see how it has these 2 mounting holes? That's exactly why I got this, because you can mount it nicely somewhere. So these go in here, like that. So they're flush. Go like that. You want to strip these. Trust me, you don't want to strip them. And these bolts are the mounting bolts. Here's the issue that I'm running into now. So I originally wanted to do a 180 and tuck it back in here. Like tuck it right in here. But now I'm finding out that this bracket is super huge. And it's going to be quite difficult to actually even get it to fit. So yeah. So I'm thinking maybe up here. I would have to see, because I still got to take in consideration of a drive-by-wire throttle body. Might have to fabricate a bracket or something, but or if I have like a 40, like maybe like a 160 or something. 160, I believe that's the fitting. Or 145, it'll go like right here. And maybe I can just place it here. That can also be a thing. That's for this piece right here. The split fuel, it's called a split fuel. Radium flex fuel sensor. The only other 2 people that I know sells this is PHR and I think, what's the other brand? Oh, I don't remember the other brand, but it's only like 3 people who sell this actual piece right here. It basically allows you to run it on the feed side like I had explained. So what it does is that it doesn't choke the system because it has this other hole right here. If you see, it's like a little hole on the bottom part. It's kind of like a bypass, so it goes through there and it also goes through the flex fuel sensor. So you're actually reading the alcohol content before it hits the fuel rail and before you combust it. So that way you don't run into like improper tuning or improper percentages. But yeah, basically this serves as a bypass so that it can still go through and provide the same amount of fuel you need, say a -8 or maybe -10, while still letting you read the alcohol content before it hits your fuel rail. But I'm gonna just show you guys how to change this pedal right here. It's fairly simple. So what you want to do is you want to get a flathead, just pull this piece here, just pick at it, pick at it, it has like a little indent where it kind of clips onto, and then that's how the upper piece comes off. And then there's a little plastic piece here that you want to kind of finesse out. Comes off like that, and then push this out like this, and then it comes off. It's fairly simple stuff. And then this piece, you want to reuse it, and then just fit that in here like that. You place it back in here. There you go. And then you place it where this little plastic thing is at. It serves as like a filler for the pedal to seat in and not wiggle around. Otherwise it would wiggle around and then you wouldn't get like a proper tight fitment. And then this thing, it just basically goes back on. You just basically press it in so that it clips on. Sort of like a clip. Well, I think it is a clip honestly, but just push it back on there. And make sure it clips, because then you don't want that falling off while you're driving. Grab this. I think that's on. Yeah, and that's how you do it. It's easier if you have channel locks, makes it so much easier, but yeah, pretty simple install. And then you have a little piece portion right here for some heel and toe action. So I can't wait to use that actually. Look at the difference. Look how much more surface you have. I would say that's a good 75% of an inch, maybe an inch. I'll make a video on how to install this too on a later video. Once I have my fabricator bend this to the proper portion. Once I have my fabricator bend this properly to fit the S14. That's about it, guys. That's all I have for you guys for now. The motor's coming along nicely. It's looking nice and pretty. There's a CDL bell housing. Big boy. But yeah, that's it for now. I have more stuff coming, so just stay tuned. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next video.